All right. All praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Salutations to you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity. Let's go.
All right, this is from awarenessact.com, and the title is Mass Animal Deaths on the Rise Worldwide. And it says, thousands of birds are falling from the sky, millions of fish are washing up on shores, honeybee populations are dropping by the day, piglets are dying in droves, and bats are being overtaken by fungus. The world's becoming a scary place. What is going on? Tragic stories like these are what prompt researchers like the ones at the University of San Diego, UC Berkeley, and Yale to embark on a broad review of all the reports of large animal die-offs.
Hey, two precepts. Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? All right. So basically, the disciples wanted to know, what was the end of the world, and it was used in the context of the Roman regime, because at the end of the day, there was awaiting the signs. So Yahushua, of course, told them, certain prophecies had to be fulfilled until, the Roman regime went down. Now this brings me to Hosea 4:3. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish, with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away.
Come, man, because America basically is the country that pollute the whole earth, man. So everything America is doing is against nature, man. Which the white man, so-called white man himself, which is he the Edomite according to the Bible, the Lord made him to be contrary to nature, man. So everything he do is contrary to nature, man. So that's why all these different catastrophes are happening, man, with the animals, the trees, like the brother said, the bumblebees dying, man. Because the white man created GMO mosquitoes, GMO bumblebees, then he'll make a mate with the regular bumblebees and the mosquitoes to kill them off, man. So that's why everything. Hey, that's why America got to be destroyed, though, man. That's why the Lord say, man and beast is gonna depart from America, man. Only desert creatures gonna live in America after it's destroyed, man. I got a precept too.
Okay, and one more thing, and to back me up on Matthew 24 and the precept I brought 24:3. Actually, world is in the Greek for eon, so it wasn't actually talking about the world as being inhabited as a whole. It was actually talking about the Roman Empire's reign, rulership.
Coming right, the end of the white man's rulership, man. Like the brother was saying, man. That's what it's all about, man. Because even when the disciples asked the Lord that question, the Romans was ruling in, man. You had the Roman Empire ruling in, which today America is the new Roman Empire, man. Going back to Revelation the 13th chapter, man. So like the brother was saying, that's the end of the world as we know it, man. The rulership of the so-called white man is coming to an end, man. And the Lord gonna usher in his rule through Yahweh, then through his son, man, and through the elect, man. I got a precept for you too. This Isaiah chapter 50. I start at verse 1 with the point of verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, where is the bill of your mother's divorce, whom I have put away? Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? And it's talking about Israel. Behold,
to captivity.
Behold, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves, and for your transgressions is your mother put away.
Yeah, because the reason why we're in this situation is because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments, going back to Deuteronomy 20:15. We are actually committing spiritual fornication, and as a result, we were scattered across the four corners of the world, and we actually became disinherited regarding our heritage.
Right. If I can say this,
Go ahead.
he talking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's what you call today, man. But that's why we in the conditions we in now, man, for our sins, man. You know. Verse 2. Wherefore, when I came, was there no man? When I called, was there none to answer? Is my hand shortened at all that it cannot redeem? Or have I no power to deliver? Behold, at my rebuke, I dry up the sea. I make the rivers a wilderness. Their fish stinketh, because there is no water, and dieth for thirst.
And that's just going into the curses, man. You know, because at the end of the day, we had to be punished, but at the same time, those same curses is going to actually apply to Esau as well. Go back to you.
It says they turned up 727 such papers documenting mass mortality events, 2,407 global population of mammals, birds, fish, reptiles, amphibians, and marine invertebrates, such as the thousands of starfish that perished in North America in 2014. Going from one event to 70 each year is a substantial increase, especially given the increased magnitudes of NMEs for some of these organisms, says Adam Sipelski, the University of San Diego assistant professor of biology and the studies co-lead author. And it says the cumulative death toll roll reaches into the billions. The number one cause was disease, which was responsible for 26% of the mass killings, was brought on by human activity, mostly traceable to environmental contamination.
So it's telling you that basically, you know, that this shit is being handcrafted by Esau, man. This shit has been authorized and orchestrated through Esau. Because why? He's that whooping stick for beginning with the nation of Israel and you other nations, man. Because although the elite, you know, wants to eradicate the nation of Israel because it's all about getting their birthright back, but at the same time, all you other nations and people within Edom, the nation of Edom, y'all consider as collateral damage as well, man. And all that shit is fucking, most of that shit comes from the CDC, man. What's that shit in Alaska? Center Disease of Control. And that's letting you know that they can control that shit.
Go ahead, bro. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
And right now the people are not rejoicing because the elect is not actually ruling the world in righteousness. Continue.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
And that's why you see shit that's going on in Venezuela, shit that happened in Greece, also the revolt of going on throughout the whole world, man. Basically, we haven't seen it yet because this dollar is still in command, man. But it's going.
If I say this, the article saying like they basically doing it, they purposely doing it. So the wicked is doing it. So and fuck up the fish for everybody, fish or whatever.
Yeah, even the animals crying out, you know, nature within itself, like the trees, the plants, and all this crying out. Not only just the people, you know, nature itself.
I got a question for you regarding that.
Right, man, because like the white man, he if he don't be taken out of the way, man, no flesh gonna be saved, man. Going back to Matthew 24th chapter that the brother read, man. All the animals gonna die, all life, everything, cause the scripture said every living organism is the spirit of the Lord is in every living organism, man. So the trees, the plants, you know, all different. Hey, every element, basically, man, everything will die, man. That have life. The white man, if the Lord don't basically take the white man out of the equation, man. You know.
Yeah, and I was just looking at environmental contamination, and it said, what is environmental contamination? It says the term environmental contaminants refers to harmful chemicals present in soil, air, and water. These compounds may come directly from human sources such as industrial manufacturing, agricultural runoff, and wastewater discharge, or they may originate from natural sources such as the taste and odor causing chemicals in water generated by algae and bacteria blooms. And so that's really talking about like Esau, he's building and stuff like that, like them oil rigs. You got the chemtrails, you know, that's killing the animals and stuff like that.
And if I can add to what you're saying, like when he sprayed the pesticides on different plants, you know, when the bees, that's why the bumblebees dying out, man. The bumblebees, when the bumblebees get that pesticide in their system, it clogged their brain up to where they can't find their way back to their hive, man. And then it's like when the ones that do find themselves back to the hive, it spread the pesticides to the bumblebees in the hive, which clogged their brain up and caused them to die, man. Yeah. You know, going right back to what you were saying.
Right. It says listed environmental contaminants as pesticides, herbicides, pharmaceuticals, and personal care products. You know, and also fuels. You know.
You got that out.
I got one about the trees right quick. Just bring up the point. Hey, this is actually going to take place in the kingdom. Isaiah 14:7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee.
Right. So if I can say this, when the Lord take the so-called white man down, man, which AKA America, his like his empire, man, U.S. and NATO, man, but America like is the #1 empire that's pushing all these different chemicals, man. Because even in Europe, they done banned a lot of these chemicals that America still stand for, like the GMO crops and all these different dyes and chemicals that's harmful to you. They put them in your foods. You got the people in Europe that banned it, and even Russia. Russia basically they gonna be the they want to be the new super world organic power, man. Where all their crops gonna stay organic, which we know that ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord, when Russia gonna get taken down too, man, because they eat mice too. But just showing you why America had to be destroyed, man. You know.
Back in Isaiah 14:8, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
Come on, man. So what's that word in the Hebrew for fella? Right, man, because that's one of Esau's main things too, man, because the cedar of Lebanon, that was like when we was in the land of Israel, the cedars of Lebanon was like one of the best spots where you can get your choice woods from, man. You know?
In Hebrew, is actually feller is known as karath. It basically means to cut off, cut down, to hew. These actually your people that cut trees and shit. Loggers.
Right, man. So that scripture going right into that's what Esau like to do, man. He'll come take a whole forest down, man, and build on that land, man. Which if he cut all the trees down, we breathe in what the trees breathe out, and the trees breathe in what we breathe out, man. And
then they have the notion to basically plant baby trees out there and cut down the whole fucking forest, man.
Sure, because going back even to the land of Israel, man, they destroyed that land so much, going back to what you're saying, they actually had to go and plant trees in Israel, man. And this the Holy Land, man. This is supposed to be the Fertile Crescent. Yeah. This is the land of the Lord, man. But them fake Jews, they had to plant so many trees a year over there. They had to get trees from other countries and come plant them in their land, man. Mm-hmm. You know, we're showing if so-called white man stay in the rulership, man, the whole earth is going to die, man. You know, no flesh going to be saved. The people, the animals, and the vegetation, man. You know? That's it on that scripture?
Yeah, I'm good.
With the Habakkuk. Yeah. This Habakkuk 2 and 11.
Yeah, sorry.
11?
Yeah.
For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer you.
Right, and it's going into basically Esau infrastructure, man. You know, that's what that's going into, man. They hope like you got their bridges on the verge of crumbling, man. Even in America, all these streets and shit, man. The streets just tore up in America, man. You know, America whole infrastructure. That's why I said a beam and a lumber. You'll start it over again up.
I just Habakkuk 2 and 11. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it.
Keep going.
Woe to him that built a town with blood and established a city by iniquity.
Right, man. That's how the so-called white man built America, man. Because when he came over here, the natives that was in the land, which is the northern kingdom, man, you know, you so-called Native Americans, man, you know, they had everything perfectly, man. You know, they had the perfect they basically had the perfect system set up, man, to where the water, you can drink out of any river in America. You know, they showed the white man how to plant different crops, man, corn, beans, squash. They showed them how to survive, man. And all the white man did was brought diseases and death and destruction to America, man. And that's what you got to this day, man. You know, keep going, bro.
Behold, it is not of the Most High of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fine fire.
Come.
And the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
Right, man. So by them by people thinking they gonna rebuild America and stuff, man, they doing it in vain, man. You know, because this whole country was basically established on blood and iniquity, man. You know, so that's how it's gonna go down, man. Going back to Revelation, the 18th chapter, man, it let you know this great city. You'll get that real quick out. One of y'all, Revelation 18, we'll say this. That's how this great city should go down by violence. Keep going, Tyler.
For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Most High.
And the earth is filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Most High now, man, through His Holy Spirit, man, through His Word, storing with our elders and their elders, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
As the water covers the sea, woe unto him that give his neighbor drink, that puts the bottle to him and make him drunken. Also, they made look on their nakedness.
Right, and that's what the so-called white man did to our people, man. He put all these stumbling blocks in the way of our people, and then he basically go back to the Lord accusing, you know, like I said, he'll accuse of the brethren, man. You know, he put drugs in our neighborhoods, he put guns in our neighborhoods. Then he'll put it to where you live from check to check, man. Some of our people can only afford this little low-level bullshit that they have to eat, man. You know, but the so-called white man set it up that way. He put it that bottle to us to drink, man. You know, and then he'll go back to the Lord like, look, Lord, look at your people. Look at what they doing. You know what I'm saying? They killing each other. They selling drugs to each other. They eating all these abominable foods, man. You know, which the Lord see all that, man. And I ain't making no excuse for the wickedness our people do, but the Lord got the so-called white man covered, man. You know, He got you covered for these traps you set for His people, man.
He created the structures. It's a system. That's why we all say it's a system. A system is something that's designed like a guy that engineers computers. He's creating systems. You know, a guy that's, you know, some type of tech, in some type of tech field. So when they say like the white man and the structure and the system, that's what that is. And this structure was systematically designed to keep us at that low base way of thinking. Cool. So the brothers, he's right. I mean, what we got in our neighborhoods, man? Liquor stores, convenience stores. Right. If it don't give you diabetes, it's gonna give you cancer. So that's he set up that structure, and you can't reach no power because he even put the heathens on top of you. So in your own neighborhoods, you got the Moabites, the Ishmaelites. Right. So you can't reach any point of power within his structure.
Yeah. Cool. And it actually goes into the parable when the dogs was licking
his swords.
Lazarus' swords, man. Those dogs are the other nation. Yeah. And we represent Lazarus as the poor man.
Come on. Read 2 more verses on there. Cool. Stop at 17. Then you're going to get the article.
Yeah. He got the point to go.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, this is where a white man went wrong. Indian chief T. Eagles was asked by a white U.S. government official, "You have observed the white man for 90 years. You have seen his wars and his technological advances. You have seen his progress and the damage he's done." The chief nodded in agreement. The official continued, "Considering all these events, in your opinion, where did the white man go wrong?" The chief stared at the government official, then replied, "When a white man find land, Indians running it, no taxes, no debt, plenty buffalo, plenty beaver, clean water, women did all the work, medicine man free, Indian man spent all day hunting and fishing, all night having sex." Then the chief leaned back and smiled. Only white man dumb enough to think he could improve a system like that.
That's the sister you're talking
Yeah, and you know, and I don't mean to keep jumping into the
Jump
brother.
in.
Hey man, that's another thing, man.